Okay. So a little birdie told me that they're running R211 A's on the D Train line. So that's where we're gonna go today. So, in about a little bit, I'm gonna go to. Go up. Not too high. We're gonna go on the BX16, and then we're gonna take it all the way down to Norwood to 5th Street Station, catch a D train, and hopefully an R211 D train. I'm gonna wait at the station for it. Maybe I'll get it early. Maybe I'll be there for 2 hours waiting. But I'm gonna catch that, and we're gonna take it all the way down to Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right, we got to the station. I heard a train come. It's definitely not a 211. It's a 68. Yeah, here comes. Wait, no, it isn't. That's the 211. That's what I'm looking for. I didn't have to wait long at all. And there's something coming on the other side too, but this is the train I was waiting for. And lucky me, I didn't even have to wait that long. Only like 5 minutes. Could you go any slower? Come on, speed up. Now it's just crawling. It's literally crawling. It stopped. There we go. Come on. Here we go. There it is. I've been here for 20 minutes now. Are we ever gonna go anywhere? Anyways, what I want to see is in focus.
The next stop is Bedford Park Boulevard.
No, we're already at Bedford Park Boulevard. It's not the next stop. There we go. Took y'all long enough. Next stop is Kingsbridge Road. Any day now.
D Train. The next stop is Bedford Park Boulevard.
No, it's not. We're already at Bedford Park Boulevard. This train's having an identity crisis.
Manhattan-bound D Train. The next stop is Bedford Park Boulevard.
No, it's not. We're already at Bedford Park Boulevard. Come on. 4th time's the charm, conductor. No, it's not the right stop. Turn the strip map back on. It's Kingsbridge Road. Just skip one station.
Manhattan-bound D.
They fixed on the sign, but they still turned it off early. Alright, there we go.
Bridge Road. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform. This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is Fordham Road.
And clear the closing doors, please.
I got a trend to that user next to me. I mean, that's how I got here.
Fordham Road.
Transfer is available to the BX12 Select Bus Service.
This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 182nd, 108.
Why'd they cut the announcements off? Man, I'm getting scammed. They're disrespecting me by cutting off the announcement. Disrespect is insane. I know I'm trying to get announcements, so they cut them off. It's 182nd, 183rd Streets. That's what's next. But you couldn't hear it because they skipped it because they're already behind schedule because it took them like 15 minutes to start the train. Oh, lucky what I found. There's another Railfan over there. Another Railfan in the wild.
Second, 183rd Street.
It's an announcement. What am I doing?
This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is Tremont.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I don't even hear it. I don't even know what it said. These speakers are very quiet. What the hell? Okay, what is going on? I guess it was nothing. But they pressed the button. It was some type of announcement.
This is Tremont Avenue. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform. This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 174th, 100.
Man, they did it again. 174th, 175th Streets. They stay disrespecting me, bro. Why they cutting them off? Once we get on the Manhattan Bridge, I'm gonna switch over to the windows because there ain't nothing to see outside. I mean, there's nothing to see outside when we're underground.
This is 174th, 175th Street. This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 170th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
As usual, I'm gonna try not to get anyone in camera, which I would prove to be easier said than done. Most of the trip's gonna be like this, through the strip map window, opposite from the station, of course, because if I do it this way, I had less of a chance of getting other people in the shot. Because maybe they don't want to be in the shot, maybe they don't like getting recorded. It's just privacy things. Of course, inevitably, I'm going to get some person in the frame every once in a while, especially when it gets packed once we get into like Midtown Manhattan.
This is 170th Street. This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 167th Street.
You know, it's so weird hearing digital announcements on the D train. Usually you get the crappy speakers where you can barely hold up. You can't even see because the inside glare. Hold up.
Street.
And I tried to get something, it didn't work. This is 167.
This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
I was trying to get like a between cars shot. Now I'm gonna turn it over here. Oh, that's a good shot. I like that. Maybe I'm showed up in that reflection. Right there in the black shirt behind the guy with the headphones. That was the Railfanner I saw earlier taking pictures of the new strip maps.
This is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
Attention everyone, if you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at this station.
Transfer is available to the 4 train. Transfer is available to the BX6 Select Bus Service. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
It's actually a pretty long announcement.
This is a Manhattan-bound D train. The next stop is 155th Street. This is 156th Street. This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is 145th Street.
Stand clear of the closing door, please.
There was some skateboarders getting down the platform.
This is 145th Street.
Attention everyone, if you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at this station.
Transfer is available to the A, B, and C trains.
Oh, there's the B train across the platform. Somehow we caught up to it. Which I'm honestly surprised. One 25th Street is next. Sorry, I was too busy looking at the B train to get to the announcement, but it's fine. Probably heard it through all the station noise. I'm just kidding, you didn't. There's a 179. I'm not sure if that was an A or a C train, but that was 179. Oh, it was probably a C train because this is a local stop. This is 135th. I was seeing blue lights. I was about to say, damn, that's an R211 A train, but apparently not. It was just blue lights.
This is 125th Street. Transfer is available to the A, B, and C trains. Transfer is available to the M60 Select Bus Service to LaGuardia Airport. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
I mean, they don't put it on here, but there's also a connection to Metro North, just a little bit down the 125th. You gotta walk from 6th Ave to Lexington Ave. It's about like 5 or 6 blocks.
This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is 59th Street, Columbus Circle.
And of course, there was a 211 C train that I missed that I didn't catch because I was too busy looking at the ship. Probably gonna have to find a window or something. Damn. The train is filling up fast.
This is 59th Street, Columbus Circle.
Attention everyone. If you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at this station.
Transfers available to the 1A, B, and C trains. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform.
They call this announcement very early. We were like a minute or two still out and they ran the announcement. Okay, gotta save the clip real quick.
This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is 7th Avenue, 53rd Street.
Passengers, we should be with them momentarily. You have a right to move ahead.
Well, there goes that window. No more strip. Unfortunately, yeah, the train got packed faster than I thought. So, unfortunately. Would have loved to get you the entire strip map or in all the announcements, but my social anxiety and the fact that this train got packed fast.
She sandblasted me with her. No, I mean the number of eggs and the number of follicles that took. So she gave me like a much stronger dose right after the bat and said you're feeling sick. And then she pushed it the last day. Like, so you basically can't. Once you start the cycle, you have to progress within 14 days. So the first day she did it on like.
There's another R211 D Train across the platform.
So you take a shot to stop ovulation. But I don't know, it's pretty rough. So the first time she did it like 12 days ago, typical. But once I was 5.5, like they were all the second day she waited longer. Okay. So she dragged it out right till the end, and then this time she really like banged it out at the beginning and then dragged it out like till really close to the line. So it is stressful because there's like some risk that like if I miss the population shot, take a 10 a.m. and I can start the entire thing. So it's just like constant stress. And like I know I took it, I know I was but I like
available to the E Train.
It was funny, like the last.
It said D Train. We're all on the D Train. It said transfers available to the. It probably said E Train, but this train is so loud I couldn't even hear the announcement myself. Maybe you heard it better than me, but
And you know, I'm always
yeah.
he's like, I think she's gonna carry you tonight. I know. Sounded like
This is a Brooklyn bound D
Hey, girl, you were
Express
right.
train. The next stop is 47 50th Street, Rockefeller Center.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
So I'm really happy with the result. I'm so happy. So freaked out. Like she called and she's like, call me back. And then like I could tell I was really nervous. For the first time I didn't think I was like, no. I'm very appreciative. Yeah. You can do it. Like someone
Seven 50th Street, Rockefeller Center. Transfer is available to the AMTRAK. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
I did not know 4750th Street's Rockefeller Center and 7th Avenue 53rd Street were so close together. It was literally less than 30 seconds between the stations. I'm gonna go over here.
This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is 42nd Street, Bryant Park.
Clear of the closing doors, please.
Right now I lost the other side of the thing. So now we're just gonna have to go through this window for the rest of the trip, unfortunately. I wouldn't get more long shots of the train, but it's fine.
Street, 42nd Street, Bryant Park. Transfer is available to the 1, 2, 3, 7, F, M, N, Q, R, and W trains. Transfer is available to the shuttle to Grand Central.
Then you can also get on the ACE and Port Authority bus terminal by walking through the connecting tunnel, but they still didn't fix on the announcements, and it's been maybe 5 years since the connections was opened, so I mean they're really taking their time. 34th Street Herald Square is next. I didn't catch the announcement because I'm too busy talking about how they still haven't updated the announcement to show the connection to Port Authority bus terminal here at Times Square. I mean, the full transfer list is the 1, 2, 3, 7, A, C, E, B, D, F, M, N, Q, R, W, and shuttle to Grand Central. If you take the shuttle to Grand Central, you get access to Grand Central.
This is 34th Street, Herald Square. Transfer is available to the F, M, N, Q, R, and W trains. Transfer is available to the M34 Select Bus Service. Connection is available to the PATH trains. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
So you get access to Grand Central Madison, where you have Metro North, Long Island Railroad. Then you can take the ACE down to one stop to 34th Street Penn Station to get access to Moynihan Train Hall for AMTRAK as well. For Lure, AMTRAK, Metro North, and New Jersey Transit.
West 4th Street.
West 4th. I used to love West 4th Street, Washington Square. which used to be called West 4th Street, Washington Square Park, before the station announcement got cut down. It was West 4th Street. I think on some A trains you can still hear West 4th Street, Washington Square Park, but I don't think it's on the station signs. You could definitely still see West 4th Street, Washington Square Park, but on the announcements they changed it.
Other large containers are subject to random search by the police. Thanks for riding with us. Transfers available to A, C, E, F, and M. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform. This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is Broadway, Lafayette Street.
Beloved.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
That's one of the 3 Broadway stations in the system. Broadway, Lafayette Street, Myrtle Avenue, Broadway, and then just Broadway. I mean, of course I'm missing some because I'm only an amateur when it comes to this transit nerd railfanning shit. I only know the basics of this system. I mean, you can give me a map of MBTA, of LA Metro, or fucking London Underground, and I'll be able to figure it out of where it is. But my information, my scope of knowledge outside the New York City subway system is very minimal. And hell, I don't even know everything about the New York City subway system. This is just a hobby, not a job. Some of y'all treat this shit too seriously.
This is Broadway, Lafayette Street. Transfer is available to the 6, F, and M trains. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I looked at this. Does he just like really want a friend? Because he's decided to stay and basically like help us, but he's also listen to things that are like that. Like he's just a person, but yeah, he's like on maternity leave and like which I didn't know until recently, but I'm like still weirded out by it because it's like I'm supposed to be lobbying him. So like my relationship, you know, like I'm
This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is Grand Street.
yeah, but I don't know, like because it's friendly and obviously the way that I lobby is like
Closing doors, please.
Grand Street's next.
I don't know, it sounds weird.
Okay, so I've been on this train for just over an hour. Now, if I didn't cut it out of the video, at the beginning, I was stuck on this exact train while it switched sides. I got on at Norwood to a fixed station. It pulled forward to let a 68 pull in behind it. Then the track switched over and went back. But that whole exchange, so when we started leaving around like 10:43 or something, had to be at least like 25 minutes, and my light is on. Yeah, like 25 minutes that took.
Transfers available to the D Train.
So, I mean, it's a good sign that you made it that far, but, like, yeah, I'm super excited, but it's also, I have a couple fingers crossed, but, yeah, I have to, like, it sounds like it was kind of
This is a Brooklyn-bound D Express train. The next stop is Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I was about to say, we crossed the bridge already? No, we didn't. We're about to cross the bridge. We're about to cross. So, on this side of the bridge. I'm gonna go over this way. We're about to go above ground, which is what I've been waiting for the whole time. Then I can get actual shots and not just dark tunnels. Here we go. And got someone else taking a picture of the strip maps on my phone. Looks like a tourist. There we go. We're gonna flip around. Oh wow. Fucking stop. There we go, crossing the East River. No. Yeah. East River? Yeah, the East River. Is that a lure? One of these days I gotta walk alongside this bridge. One of these days. I still haven't done it yet. I keep saying I am going to do it, but I just haven't found a time or felt like really doing it. So, that ain't happened yet. In the distance, you should be able to see Smith 9th Streets. Unless we're on the wrong side of... No. You should be able to see it from here. Because there's a big industrial yard, and over there in the distance is the Lowe's. See the highway from here, you should be able to see Smith 9th Streets. can see parts of the hub down there in the distance in the Bronx. And you can see this R68. What is this, an N train? Completely ruining my shot because I can't see any of the descent. What was that? That's some track workers. That's probably the N train. Got some service work going on. Wait a second, I'm stupid. The D train goes under Smith 9th Street because it shares tracks with the R. So no, Smith 9th Street is still ahead of us. Stupid me. There's an R211 B train. Yeah, R211 B train. Don't get confused. Because I kind of got confused myself. Got some bikers. Alright, now we're back underground until we get to Fort Hamilton Parkway. Why are we going to Fort Hamilton Parkway? Odd. Well, there's that. What was that? She just did a 360. Zoom in. Okay, I gotta get this clip pulled up. We are really crawling right now. Slow and steady wins the race. Eventually. But yeah, once we get to 36th Street and 9th Avenue, we're going to be under the F train and the G train at Smith 9th Street. Hello. This is Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center. Transfer is able to the 2345B NQR train and connection is able to Long Island Railroad. Yeah, I think the announcements are broken. Oh no, this is only DeKalb. That's why. This is not Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center. This is not supposed to go here.
D Train, next stop is Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center. There's an arriving R train across the platform.
Ha! I can never go one day without shenanigans. Look at this, we're supposed to be going to Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center, not DeKalb Avenue. DeKalb Avenue is for the D and the Q train, the BQ and the R train, not the D train. The D train's supposed to skip this stop because it's a local stop. And the D's not supposed to come. The one time we end up here because there's apparently a B train ahead of us. Lol. I'm guessing this is the exact same one I said we were going to catch up to earlier. I'm gonna check later, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same one. I'm gonna check the car numbers. I don't remember it, but I'll put an editing if it is. So we got an extra stop. Does it count as a reroute? No, it already goes here, but it's supposed to go on the express tracks on the other side of this road. Shenanigans. As usual. I mean, I can never go one trip without them. I knew there had to be a reason why we were going so god dang slow. And that's why. Which one's going to get to Brighton Beach first? Oh, obviously it's going to be the B train because the D train doesn't go to Brighton Beach. Let me shut up. Okay, we at Atlantic Avenue now. The announcements are broken. This is Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center. Transfer is available to the 2, 3, 4, 5, B, D, N, Q, and R trains. Connection is available to Long Island Railroad. I mean, Hong. Where's the announcement? This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D express train. The next stop is 36th. You see how this happens to me?
Yes, sir.
All I want was announcements, and I can't even get those. That's funny. It's just comical how this shit always happens to me. It's almost a practical joke at this point, bro. Every single time I try to make one of these videos, something stupid happens. And I came here specifically for announcements, and the announcements are broken. Well, you got me. I'm like an announcement myself. This is 36th Street. Transfer is available to the N and R trains. There's so much for express. If I wanted to ride local, I would have ride the B train. And then they couldn't even communicate that through the announcements. They barely said anything. You can't even hear them. Look, it even still says next stop Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center. Union Street. You pressing the button, not even saying anything. Look at this shit. Nothing. Not a word coming from them. Alright. This is Union Street. It's a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D express train. Well, not really express, local train. The next stop is 36th Street. I might as well not even show the strip maps because for some unknown, unforsaken reason, it's going local. And it's not like they said anything about why. My guess, signal malfunction. But I'll check right now. Okay, so they just started planned maintenance, so that's why. They started planned maintenance. So that's going local because they started maintenance. Because of the track replacements. And I just wish they would have said something over the intercom instead of pressing the button and not saying a word. So yeah, that's what's happening. But I checked this morning, there was no alert or announcement or anything. So if this maintenance was planned, they did a terrible job of communicating that. But I just checked the MTA app now and saw that it popped up. Because earlier I checked, it showed no alerts whatsoever. Nothing planned. But hey, what can I say? This stop is Prospect Avenue. If they switch back to manual announcements, what's the point of riding an R211? I'm still getting R68 announcements. Let's see if she does the whole thing.
Is next time clear?
Oh, what a drag. So we're going completely local right now until we get past 20th Ave, which is basically the entire ride. Essentially. So you're missing all the announcements in Brooklyn because of God knows what ever happened. I mean, I just have bad luck, don't I? But I believe we should have the announcements past 20th Avenue. Which means you should get Bay Parkway, 25th Avenue, Bay 50th Street, and Coney Island. Okay, this is 25th Street. Normally we'd be going express plus 25th Street, but not today. Not today. You're not even saying the manual announcements either, so what's the point? You have the strip map not working, then when you're not even doing the manual announcements saying what stop is next after 25th Street. So not only do people not know where they're supposed to go, if any day to be doing planned maintenance on the D line, it'd be the day I need to get this video done. I mean, I'm mildly annoyed, but I don't know if I have bad luck or something, but this tends to happen to me every single time I make one video. Last time I made a video, okay, this is 36th Street, so this is an actual stop on the D train, which they don't have the announcements for, but no one heard a thing he said. This is 36th Street. Next stop is 9th Ave. Well, supposedly 9th Ave, but there's no announcements for it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, last time I made a video, I dropped my receiver onto the tracks at Coney Island. The time before that, a huge fight broke out. And I was at Jamaica. I must have bad luck or something. Like comically bad luck. It's a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D Express train. The next stop is 9th Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The people are getting annoyed outside the train because of the inconsistencies.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D train. The next stop is 9th Avenue.
Okay, they reset the strip maps. I'm gonna give them a break. It might be a new operator of a 211 said they don't know how to use it differently from an R46. There's a non-service train on the opposite platform. I can hear it, but I can't see it. I think everything's back to normal. More signals ahead of us. Or they're just not going to say anything this time. Alright. It says the next stop is 9th Avenue. I didn't even get that. Wait, that is the next stop, but we're apparently delayed. Apparently. I don't know why I didn't plan accordingly for this. This train is just super delayed now. And here I thought it was going to be a smooth ride to Coney Island. Quick 1 hour and 45-minute recording. Nope. Nope. I mean, we're outside again, so that's nice, but still. I got the image station. I can't blame them. They're just doing what they were told. It's a... Thanks for focusing on the inside of the train. I don't think it's ever taken me this long to go one stop before.
This is 9th Avenue.
There's R68. And a lot of MTA employees on the opposite platform. What looked to be like 2-minute headways on the handbound side. You know, it sounds nice. Too bad I'm not getting any of that.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D Train. The next stop is Fort Hamilton Parkway.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
see that church spire in the distance? I was on fire like 2 weeks ago. Like literally on fire. It's like this massive fire that they got rid down. Surprisingly.
This is Fort Hamilton Parkway. This is a Coney Island, Stillwell R211 D Train. The next stop is 50th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yet another R68. Look at that. And I ruined it. There was someone running, and it would have been a nice shot had I not angled my thing all the way up here for some reason. My bad luck streak continues. I really don't have nothing else to say. I'll come back down here because I don't think that speaker over there is working. Going to one that I know is working. Let me save the clip.
This is 79th Street.
We're gonna go back out this window.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D Train. The next stop is 18th Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 18th Avenue.
That's 68 over there. Guess they weren't aligned properly.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D train. The next stop is 20th Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
Only 4 more stops. 20th Avenue, Bay Parkway, 25th Avenue, and Bay 30th Street.
This is 20th Avenue. This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D train. The next stop is Bay Parkway.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Bay Parkway. Transfer to the B82 Select Bus Service. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
The platform for the
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D train. The next stop is 25th Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This shot I was trying to get earlier, but I couldn't because the light was too bad.
This is 25th Avenue. This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D train. The next stop is Bay 50th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Bay 50th Street in the Coney Island, which I think from Bay 50th Street I can see Luna Park. Not sure which side I need to stand on to see it. Oh, I know where I am. I was that close to this Petco? What the hell? Oh. Right across there, Sheepshead Bay. If I'm... Actually, no. So there's two Petcos right next to each other. They're doing some construction over here. I'm not sure what they're putting up. Maybe a new park. There's a greenhouse over there. I don't know if y'all care about greenhouses, but there's one. All the way down there in the distance. What are those extra tracks back there? Someone will tell me. Like a whole explosion of tracks behind Bay 50th Street. It probably has something to do with Coney Island, West Street New Aquarium.
This is a Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue bound D Train. The next and last stop is Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue.
Alright, last stop. What in the... A stop signal? What is that? Oh. No, we're not near Prospect Park. Prospect Park is miles the other way. Okay. It's the Coney Island Yard. That is an N train leaving Coney Island. Is that an N or a Q? It's a... I can't see it from here. Can I see the color? It's... That's an N train. Here's another R68. You know, miss those orange seats. Which, I mean, the Transit Museum has some exhibit on them, so for $10 you can go see it, or it's free with a membership. Look at all these work trains over here. Damn, I didn't know just how many tracks this line has. The yard has a lot of tracks. That's a red container blocking the tracks behind us.
This is the last stop on this train. Please exit onto the platform so that the train can be cleaned and get moving again. Thank you for riding with us.
Last stop. We're not even halfway to the station. Still needs to rise back up. We're in the yard right now, not even at the station. There's some MTA employees are working, stepping over the third rail, and got railroad spikes for something.
Stillwell Avenue.
Attention everyone, if you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at this station.
Transfer is available to the S, N, and Q trains. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
Scratched on my mic. You can see Luna Park in the distance. Look at all that. Con Edison. It's a Con Edison yard. I always thought this was the MTA one. We're crawling in. Don't know if I can get it on camera good enough, but that's Luna Park in the distance. You can't even see it. I'll show you when I get out the train. Okay, there's a Q train. That's an N train over there.
This is the last stop on this train. Please exit onto the platform so that the train can be cleaned and get moving again. Thank you for riding with us.
Here's an F. I guess the World Cup wrap trains are gone.
This is the last stop on this train.
You gonna keep pressing that button? I mean, we heard you the first time.
And get moving again. Thank you for riding with us.
Last stop, last stop. Get off the train. Okay, stop pressing the button. Someone had the MTA Heart shirt over there. It's another Railfanner. Well, that's what, 3 so far I spotted on here. Of course, not counting myself. I'm trying to go up to the front of the train, catch the sign. Maybe wait till it leaves again. Open the doors. Let me out, please. Por favor. Thank you. Why they're closing the door? It's not even leaving yet. Look, I found my people. I think I found my... I would assume I found my people, so I would be standing up. There's Luna Park. I mean, if you wanted to see it. But the real thing I need to come see was this. I catch when I leave. So I'm just gonna wait for this D train to leave so we can catch the sign. We're gonna catch it departing. I got it coming in. So I just want to catch it departing. There is a Q train up there if you want to see that. That's extra content, this Q train right here. Appreciate that. That's a beautiful piece of machinery. Those are the R62s. I'm gonna miss those too. Because eventually they're gonna move some of the new tech trains, some of the R179s and stuff, to the 62s, because they're gonna give the 68s these 211s. And around by the time the 262s come out. Oh, zoomed out. Either way, a lot of stuff is changing real fast. Oh, he left. Maybe I can see it from here. I still can't see it, but it's probably about to leave. I can always just wait till it leaves. Okay, the HVAC turned off in the front car set. Maybe they're restarting it. Who knows? Any significant delays? Is it a signal problem? Something's happening on the 5 train. Oh, there's another D train coming. Yeah, which is it, a 68? It's a 68. You don't want to see that. Here comes an F train. Well, here goes an F train. This is the one we passed when I got here. We don't care about that 68 D train behind me. That's the... I see a thumbnail opportunity here, but this train needs to move first for me to get it. Get both the bullets. The one on the 68 and then the one here on this 211, but this one has to leave. This one has to leave first so I can get it. If it doesn't, I can't. And yes, I'm going to... Well, I guess I found the conductor, the operator. I'm going to. I mean, I might as well while I'm standing here. That's the conductor coming into the train. So this one's about to leave. The operator went from this train to this train. He moved over to the other one. And I just saw the conductor come in. But you got this Q train here. I'm sorry, this is only going to be for people who watch the raw footage. Cause I'm cutting this out the edited version. So if you're... Turn on the sign. So if you're watching the raw version and you're still watching to here, you get this extra footage. See, there's some stuff you get when you watch the raw one that you don't get when you watch the edited version. Miss a lot of the authenticity of my videos before I cut out and censor all the curses like there's some shit, fuck, bitch. There you go. But you don't get none of that in the edited version. Can I just edit it out? Come on, D train. There's an F train. Another one. Another Cobra local. It's the second one I saw come while I've been standing here waiting for this D train to leave. Yes, yes, it's hot. Yes, the sun is on the back of my head. Someone's running for the train. Okay. Whew. Those trucks are sounding rough. Pretty loud. And this is an R160. I mean, they're not that old. I mean, yeah, they're kind of old. They're over 20 years old, but still. There's another Q train. I gotta get the shot with the D train. I don't want to miss it for a puny Q train. There you go. I gotta be ready for this. I get this and the video's done. Hopefully one of those were good enough. So yeah. That's a ride. Can you not? From Norwood to 5th Street Station in the Bronx, all the way through Manhattan, all the way through Brooklyn to finish at Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. But I'd do it again. I mean, I'm gonna wait for the next one so I can take it back. So, yeah. See, this is the awkwardness I cut out. I gotta turn this thing back around. I gotta try to turn this thing back around. I don't know. What the hell? Don't fight me. That's why I was on track. Peace.